This is the Iowa Weather Report for Friday, April 26th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFs Model Run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a pretty zonal flow across the country. The main westerlies up into Canada. Bit of a fairly broad trough over the eastern half of the country, and that'll be bringing some cooler air to New England and the Great Lakes, but around here we'll see warmer temperatures with southerly winds and temperatures likely into the 60s. A little bit of rain to our south may creep into the southern counties Friday night and especially possibly into Saturday as well. Temperatures Saturday still remaining in the 60s to lower 70s, with mainly sunny skies, more clouds further south than in the northern counties. Then Sunday we have a system going across Manitoba into western Ontario, and this will be bringing a cold front down through the Dakotas. It looks fairly dry at this point, but some showers and thunderstorms will be developing by Sunday night into Monday, and this could be mainly north of about Highway 20 or maybe Highway 30, especially Monday morning or Sunday night into Monday morning. Then it begins to lift north, and another system comes in, and this could bring some more rain here Tuesday. This will be later in the afternoon. This is Tuesday at midday. The rain will develop along that cold front from the low pressure near International Falls down to southwestern Kansas. Then that moves through here Wednesday with some showers, thunderstorms, but cold air is going to be coming flooding back into the state. Temperatures will likely be slowly falling during the day Wednesday into the upper 40s and 50s, and Thursday it looks fairly chilly across the state. Northerly winds, temperatures in the upper 40s, cloudy, maybe a shower, maybe mixed with some graupel or sleet. And then next Friday, that system turns into a cold core upper low as it's being blocked by a high pressure center off of Newfoundland out into the North Atlantic, and this thing is just going to sit and spin, and it's going to bring some clouds, especially in the eastern half of the state. That could bring some convective showers during the afternoon hours with daytime heating. Some of that could mix with some graupel or maybe even a few sleet pellets. And this upper level low even goes into voodoo. This low does not want to leave. This is a couple days after this on the 7th, and it's still around across the Great Lakes and still affecting our weather by this point. It'll be starting to lift out. We could see some showers down even into the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley up into the plains with the new storm system over the Rockies and Great Basin area moving eastward. So this still wants to not go away. And at the end of the forecast on the 11th, the upper level low is still in New England, having finally shunted off that far to the east. We have a ridge over us at this point, and that will bring temperatures back up to seasonal levels around 70 or so. With a frontal system to our south and west, it could bring some few showers and maybe a few storms down that way. And we'll be happy to at least see some seasonal weather by that point if the GFS model is correct. The satellite image from last evening showed that system over the central and southern plain states with a few clouds over Kansas into Missouri. We had a frontal system moving off into the Atlantic, and elsewhere it was fairly quiet. The watch morning map from last evening shows how quiet it was. We still have some frost and freeze advisories across North Carolina through Tennessee, Kentucky into the Ohio Valley. Some river flood warnings continue in the Midwest down through the Mississippi Delta, and elsewhere it's fairly quiet. QPF chart. Precipitation over the next 5 days through Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. Rainfall amounts, this will be with this system early next week, maybe a quarter to a half an inch, but we could see some heavier totals in any thunderstorms.